What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Dark Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so not miss future videos. So there's a few things. This weekly paying ETF I sold, it just wasn't cutting it, and I replaced it with a monthly paying ETF that is way better and has better distribution. So the NAV's better and the distribution is better. I'm glad I made this move. I see this as a long-term investment for passive income, and it's actually part of the crypto industry. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so not miss future videos. Smash that like button, and let's check out this ETF that I sold and bought right now. All right, well, I had enough of this one. It's just I don't like it. And when crypto goes really bad, it goes really bad. The Roundhill Ether Covered Call Strategy ETF. Now, this is a weekly paying ETF, but it's just dropping too much, and I don't feel confident with it long term. But I got to explain my rationales as to why I sold YETH. So it has a decent distribution rate of 54.58%. And again, it seeks to offer exposure to Ether subject to a cap while providing the potential for current income. It's an actively managed ETF. So you get income potential, exposure to Ether. It seeks to offer exposure to Ether subject to a weekly cap, and it's actively managed. So its gross expense ratio is 0.96%. That's a little high. And again, you don't see any Ethereum, okay? It does the call options on it, okay, right here. But here's the thing. Distributions, again, weekly, and show you its distribution. So you got 23, 30 cents. When it was good, you would get like 44 cents weekly, 39, 39, 38, 36, 34. You see it dropping. 23 cents, 18 cents. And again, you see a significant dip that, sure, if things go well, if there's a huge rebound, maybe it'll be okay. But I just don't know long run what'll happen. The trends don't look good. And I've been closely watching this one. Now, I love weekly pay. Okay. The weekly pay is very nice. But is there something better than YETH that is actually Ether related? Let's check that out. And I'm going to go after the ProShares Ether ETF. I already told you I'm buying it, but I'm going to sell YETH and put it in EETH. I really like this one. Now, I have uh, the ProShares Bitcoin ETF, but I also now have the ProShares Ether ETF. I like this one way better. First of all, it's in the positive since inception. So that's one thing that I like. And again, there's a little bit of a dip. So I'm going to capitalize on it. So that's one thing because it's really goes in waves. With the price that it's at right now, it's too attractive to say no. Now, I wish it was right here, 29.51. That would have been amazing to get a buy. But right now, it seems like a good buying time. So I'm going to jump to what it's about. So EETH, the Ether ETF, the first US ETF to target the performance of Ether, has a structural advantage, offers Investment Company Act protections, and avoids direct Ether custody risk, unlike other spot ETFs, or risk unlike spot other ETFs. And it has the opportunity for income potential. Now, again, the performance in $10,000, that's good. You looked at YETH, it's in the negative. So the trends And numbers and trends don't look good. For YETH, it looks good for EETH. So it's actually in the positive. Okay? Now, right here, it has an expense ratio of 0.95%. Now, again, Ether future digital assets, okay? So that's right there. Does a lot of contracts. So you don't actually see Ether. And again, for Ethereum. So right here, EETH invests in futures and does not invest directly in Ether. There's no guarantees the fund will meet its investment objective. But look at these distributions. Now, again, this is a monthly distribution. There are some months when things are fantastic. There are some months when things aren't the best. But if you look at the trends, so let's look at 2025. We'll even go to 2023. We'll start in 2023. So 5 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents. 2024, 4 cents, 14, 28, 15, 40, 20. 2025, 126, 20 cents, 5 cents, 4 cents, 6 cents, 4 cents, 290, 404, 323, 396, and 340. So again, that's a pretty good distribution for EETH. And we need to look at a little bit more into EETH. And I'm going to show you something which I find very important that we need to know. Based on the news, I double checked. Okay, this income is high. What's going on? So the volatility shares, 2 times Ether ETF, ETHU, did a 1 for 20 reverse. And the ProShares Ultra Ether ETF, ETHT, the leverage crypto, did a 1 for 5. So you have to be careful to see what's inside of it too, but also what is its history. So you see big jumps like that, especially in income. You're seeing with some of these yield max ETFs like Misty, who have done a reverse split, all of a sudden the income's back up and the shares are back up. So looking at the graph, we need to do a little bit of homework, and that's what I did. And that's why I'm very careful with making moves. So I'm going to sum this up. There are some good ProShares ETFs. Now, I own BITO and I own EETH. I am closely watching. Now, there are some things I want to sum up. There are some really good ETFs for income. Bitcoin ETF and the Ether ETF, BITO and EETH. I am closely watching BETH and BETE. I see these two as having some serious potential for being added to my dividend portfolio. I am not confirming I'm adding it yet, but I just want to point that out that I'm closely watching those two. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I will have a video for you tomorrow. Take care and have a good one. I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use my YouTube channel for any form of financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only. Investing is a big risk. You can gain money, you can lose money, so be aware and do your due diligence. Go to a financial advisor for financial advice. Go to a tax advisor for tax advice. Should not be buying things because I buy things. I make that very clear. I've said that numerous times. Again, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Be aware of that. You guys take care and have a good one.